Okay, so like, did this year go by fast or no? Like straight up, I feel like this year literally just did a drive by, y'all. Like this year came, they said we starting. I felt like we were just sitting here saying what we were doing for 2023, talking about our goals. You know, literally they got the Christmas decorations up in Walmart. Now y'all know when Walmart put up the Christmas decorations, you know what time it is. You know it's about to be, you know, January right around the corner. So, anyways, keep calm. We have a different strategy for this year. So this is why I'm making this video, because I feel like a lot of us go into the new year and we're already just like putting pressure on ourselves. January 1, everything got to change tomorrow. January 1 is here, like I gotta go to the gym, I gotta eat right, I gotta do push-ups, whatever your goals were, okay? But what we're gonna do is start right now, not waste any more time, so that way we can already go into 2024 already achieving, already walking into what we need to be doing, okay? So sit back, relax. This video is gonna be all about that. But also, Tuskegee University, it was just our, well, first of all, let me just say this is the best HBCU in the land, the most illustrious. You know, every time you go to HBCU, you walk away saying illustrious. But my school really is lit. Like, I loved it, and I had a great time at homecoming. Still got my little homecoming weave, so that's why some of y'all don't recognize me. But hey, y'all, it's your girl, Raya Janae. I'm glad that you're with me today. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe. We're going to hop right into it. Let's talk about what we need to do this year, right now, in this moment, like tomorrow or today, to get out of whatever funk you're in, to get out of whatever has set you back, so we can get set up for where we're trying to go in 2024. So stay tuned, get your popcorn, drink your tea. I'm drinking water because I'm trying to like lose some water weight, you know, all that stuff. Still on my goals, but yeah, sit tight. We're gonna have a great time. The video is not gonna be too long, but it's gonna be some basic things for us to just do. And first, you know, I always gotta start off and say, give yourself some grace, sister. Give yourself some grace. Like, I know you had high hopes for this year. I know you had a lot of plans that you made, a lot of goals that you set, and those are all good, right? And if you didn't hit every one, life is not over. You're still here. You can still do it, okay? This is why we're making this video, though, because right now it's kind of like you can reset whatever you need to do. Like, you can always reset. It's just, you're just a decision away, okay? And let's just address this. Some of us have been in a funk, okay? And so, truth be told, I don't know your funk, but you know your funk, right? Some people have just gone through breakups, different relationships that have changed in their lives. Some of you guys are dealing with grief, and especially around this time, there's like a lot of seasonal grief. And then some are dealing with financial hardships. Like, let's just say this year, you went to the store to buy eggs. You would have thought you were buying gas, like, I don't know, not gas, because well, gas was high too, but I'm saying just for the basic things, it's been hard financially this year. And if you're in Atlanta, like, the cost of living has gone up so much. I feel like I'm getting close to California, like. But all that to say, some of us have dealt with so much this year, and you have not been able to really achieve your goals because of that. And so I want to start out by saying, give yourself grace. It's okay, okay? And so right now, this is our time where we're saying we're going to bounce back, okay? Because I know when I get in my funk, I stop working out, I stop eating right, I just stop doing all the stuff I'm supposed to do, because I just be like, I'm in a funk, right? Now, some of us give ourselves a little too much grace, okay? And some of y'all are grace kings and queens, because y'all done been in a funk for the whole year. Now, sometimes I'm not confusing a funk with depression, right? But sometimes if you stay in that funk long enough, you can fall into depression, okay? And so if you are experiencing that, definitely go see like a licensed mental health professional, therapist, somebody who can help you get out of that funk, okay? But if you're just in a funk and you're just like, I'm going through a breakup, whatever, here's what I want you to do. This is called the 24-hour rule, okay? And so you literally give yourself 24 hours, maybe give yourself 2 days, maybe even give yourself a week to just feel how you feel. Give yourself a week to be upset, to be sad, to be whatever. But just say after that, you're going to get your butt up and you're going to make it happen some way or another. You're going to go try to find a resource. You're going to ask for help. You're going to go pray, whatever you do. But you just can't stay there, okay? If you can't stay there and expect to meet any of your goals, okay? So give yourself grace, but not grace to the point where you're staying in your funk for a month and a year and then another year, and then you're like, man, I'm in the same boat I was in last year, because that's what we don't want, all right? So give yourself grace. Next thing, self-care. Take care of yourself. A lot of y'all could not achieve y'all's goals or anything else because you just weren't taking care of yourself. You were taking care of everybody else, okay? And so before we even hop into like resetting, just remember that through this process, you have to be kind to yourself. You have to applaud yourself for the little things that you were able to do, okay? And so, no, you may not have been able to go to the gym 5 times a week, but you went 3 times a week. Good job. That's better than not going at all. Like, celebrate the small wins, because the small wins are the big wins. And that's always how I felt. Like, it's not about perfection for me. It really be about progress. And I only know my progress. You only know your progress, okay? Nobody else can tell you how far you've made it or the progress that you've made, because they're not you. So you got to make sure you celebrate your wins. Celebrate the small wins, all the wins, because all that matters. All right. Now, these are the first things that I'm going to do. Even right now in this moment, revisit your goals that you wrote from 2023. I could go down a list. I know I didn't meet all my goals this year. I mean, look at this. I just filmed this video. And you know, I be transparent with y'all. Like, we're family. So at the end of the day, I said I was going to film like once a week. This is my first video back from like 3 months. I was in a funk. But guess what? I'm still going, right? And that was something we said we was going to do this year. We're going to keep going no matter what. So regardless, like, I'm here. So some of the goals I know I didn't meet, but at the end of the day, revisit the goals that you set just so you can do self-reflection and see if you even were on track, or like, and then that way you can see like, where did you go wrong, right? Like, how did you get off track? What stopped you from reaching that goal? Was this goal too high? Was this too much? Was I just not focused? Just get real with yourself and have a real conversation with self so you can see where you went wrong and what you need to do differently. And you guys know I always say, set systems, not just goals, right? And so this book behind me, Atomic Habits, y'all know I be talking about it or whatever, but it really is a good book. But it talks about creating systems that work for you, not just goals. And so if I said I'm going to go to the gym, I need to say like what time I'm going, when I'm going, how I'm going to do this. If I say I'm losing weight, I need to find whatever meal plan I'm doing. And look, I'm talking to myself too. I ain't just talking to y'all. Like, we talking, sis. Like, this ain't about just me talking to you. I'm talking about myself too. But like, see if the systems, where did the system not work at for you, right? And so some of y'all systems didn't work just because some of y'all just didn't go off the system that you talked about going off of. But some systems didn't work because maybe certain things happened, or you just like lost sight of the system that you said, right? Or like you got a new job, so the time changed, and so now you couldn't go to the gym. You know, check your systems out, all right? Flowing right through. Remember, not to be hard on yourself, okay? Because I think that what happens with a lot of us is we're hard as heck on ourselves. And so when we become hard on ourselves, we really don't want to do anything else, because we already said, dang, January passed, I ain't go to the gym at all. I might as well not even try to achieve that goal. Or we might say, I said I wanted to read 5 times a week, and I ain't read once, so I'm just not going to read it all because that goal is just not achievable for me. And so when you're hard on yourselves, you give up too easy. And I'm telling you, it directly impacts your mental health. Think about when you are hard on yourself. You start to beat yourself up. Some of us give each other so much grace, but we don't give ourselves any. And so by the time we still are trying to like hang on by a thread to our goals and meet it, we can't even do it because we've already beat ourselves up so bad mentally, where we just feel like we're failures. And I don't know about you this year, like, my thoughts always try to like beat me up, right? Like, my house, I have a toddler, and so like in the morning when we're like rushing out the door, it's like, oh, she forgot this, and then I gotta go get this, and some thoughts come in my head. It's like, you're not a good mom, or like you're never gonna get this right, or like, you know, I don't know. And so I have to overcome those thoughts and say, no, I'm doing a hell of a job. Like, I'm killing it. Like, you know, you have to overcome those negative thoughts with positive thoughts. If not, you're definitely going to be in a slump, and it's going to keep you hard on yourself. You have to really find what motivates you too. And so, like, go over your whys. That's going to be something that's really important right now. Like, go over why you want to achieve what you're achieving. So that way, when you start doing it, because I want you to start literally like this week coming up, I want you to start doing everything that you're saying you're going to do in 2024, because you have to know your whys. And so some of us need to, I always say the gym, but that's just mine. But some of us need to work out or exercise or eat better because we have like our whole life ahead of us. We have kids that need us, and we want to feel good about ourselves. So that is my why. I want to be around for my daughter. I want to be around for myself. And I want to look good. I want to walk out like, hey, and I don't want to be hiding behind nobody in the pictures, because you know I start doing that. I'm like, girl, get in front of me, whatever. But like, that's just me. Some of us need to know like your whys for a new job are just because you don't want to be stressed out anymore and you want to go to a job or have a career that you love every day. You deserve that life. Like, yes, you deserve that. So stop showing up small. Find out why you're doing what you're doing. Because when you know your whys, that's going to push you to keep doing what you're like what you wanted to do. It's going to push you to your goal. Know your whys. And also, when you know your whys, make sure you like put that in front of you so it can be visible. So maybe some of us need to write our whys and put it on our dresser, or like on something that we look at every day, on our dashboard. Know your whys so you can achieve your goals. And then the last thing I had was just make the commitment, and bottom line, keep going. Some of us have never really been committed to things. Some of y'all ain't even been able to be committed in a relationship. Yeah, we're going to talk about all of that. Nah, I'm just playing. But real talk though, like some of us don't even know what commitment is. And so it's kind of like hard for you to commit to your goals when you have not really committed to anything in your life. But just get serious about what you want, because you can have the life that you want. I do believe that. And get serious about your commitments and say, no matter what, I don't care how long it takes me. I don't care how much time it takes. I'm going to keep going. Like, I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do. And even when them thoughts come in and say, girl, you always say that every year and it never happens, bump that. You're going to say, this is a different kind of year for me. This year is personal. This year I owe it to myself. Like, you got to go in. You have to hype your own self up. And that just brings me to my last point. If you're expecting anybody to cheer for you or to root for you or to like push you into your next dimension or to your goals, you got to stop depending on people, because everyone's not going to know the vision that you have, or they're not as motivated about your goals as you are. I mean, and hopefully you do have some good friends that can say, girl, I ain't seen you do this in a minute. What's going on? Hopefully you do have that. But when you don't, you have to be passionate and you have to be serious about you, okay? Because at the end of the day, you're the only one that's going to make it happen for you. Period. You are the only one that can make it happen for you. So let's do it, y'all. Like, starting right now, let's commit to doing all the things that we want to do in 2024. Get serious. Have a vision board party now. Like, just because society says wait till January 1, why do that? Like, that's just like me going into a meeting and waiting to prepare for the meeting. Like, why would I wait till January 1 to prepare? Let me just do it now so I can walk into the meeting prepared and kill that presentation. Like, boom. Okay, so you got it, y'all. Give yourself grace. If you were in a funk, it's okay. It happens. But you got to get out of that funk, because you owe it to yourself to have a great, great year. And to finish out this year amazing. Feeling good about yourself. Getting your joy back. And if you have had any hardship issues or whatever, some things are out of your control. And I have to say this, please tap into your higher power. Tap into God. I believe in Jesus. I pray. And my prayers, literally, I feel like my faith has brought some things to pass for me this year. Stuff that I didn't even see coming. Unexpected blessings. And I'm talking about just because I had faith that it was going to happen. Even on days where I was broke, I was saying things like, I'm a magnet for money miracles. Like, God is providing. God, thank you for the money that you bless me with. Like, I'm speaking that, right? don't even see it coming, but I'm saying it because that's how I have to operate in order for God to know my heart and to see that I really do believe that His word is true, that all things are working together for my good. Even when the things don't look good, I say all things are working together for my good. And so do that, practice that, because it's going to work for you. And I'm so excited, and I can't wait to see how God is going to bless you for the rest of the year. Y'all take care, do your thing, and sister, get it together, because we got goals to reach, baby. We got goals to reach. Hey. See you.